I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that has actually been supporting me from day one. And all the subscribers, I don't even know like how to start or where to start regarding the support and the love that you guys have been showing me. Like, guys, thank you. And not forgetting Becca, she's one of my subscribers too, and I've also got other subscribers that have been asking for my PayPal account to basically help me with my poultry project. Guys, you really didn't have to do that, but it just shows how much you guys actually love me and appreciate me, and I truly appreciate it. I truly do. And I seriously wasn't expecting all of this, and I'm going to keep saying this in all of my videos, especially thanking Becca. Like, you have no idea what you've done, like how much I've appreciate this. Like, I wasn't expecting it when I saw the notifications like from my PayPal account, like money has been paid into your account. I was like, what? Like, people have been asking for my PayPal account, so it's going to be on the description box. So if you want to support, you're more than welcome to, but you don't have to. So just like Becca, she's just requested for it and basically paid in money, and other subscribers as well have actually requested for it, which I've also given it to them. So I'm just going to leave it on the description box so you can support, but you don't have to. Just you watching my videos, subscribing to my channel, I appreciate that. So stay tuned and watch till the end. Welcome back to my channel. It's Rene Marcus. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and if you're new to my channel, please press that subscribe button and don't forget to like, share, and also subscribe. And guys, what do you think about my abaya? I decided to go all religious today. Is it religious?
No.
It is, because when you're praying you wear this.
Yeah, I wouldn't say religious, but because it is kind of connected, but it's more like Asian, African, Afro-Asian. I don't know how to say it.
Afro-Asian.
Yeah.
Okay, but a lot of Gambians wear these things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It says Afro-Asian.
Yeah, so
it is
they
nice,
call it abaya, by the way. It's from
culture.
Mecca as well. But yeah, I've got my brother today. His name is Taju, and we're here to talk about the state of the labor market in the Gambia.
Yeah.
So we just want to highlight some things, and if you guys like this topic, please don't forget to give it a 200 like, and also comment down below because we have exciting things coming. So stay tuned and subscribe.
Yeah.
Don't forget to click on that notification bell as well. There's no point subscribing if you're not pressing that notification bell. Okay, so I'll let him introduce himself and then we can take it from there.
Yeah, hi. Like she said, Taju, I'm her brother. We did a few videos before. If you check on the channel, you will see a couple of videos that I've been in. And I'm just here today to talk about the state of the labor market. And we have a few exciting programs coming on later that we will talk to you towards the end of this video today. So back to you.
Yes, so we've done some research, and it's been hard to actually grab our hands on, let's say, recent information about the Gambia, because we wanted to educate a lot of
recent
the African, recent and accurate, because a lot of the African diaspora want to move back to Africa, want to invest, and some of us don't actually know what's going on in Africa. Some of us do know, but then our knowledge of Africa, it's very small. So it's just to educate and also help you with your transitioning to Africa. So we've basically had a look at different sites, but we found one of these article very interesting, basically, which was a survey that was conducted by the Gambia Bureau of Statistics, which was in collaboration with the Ministry of Trade. So the first thing that we looked into was the employment in the Gambia, and what we actually found out is that the employment population in the Gambia is actually 64.8%, which I was actually expecting to be less than that, to be honest. But then It's actually an improvement as well.
Yeah.
So we just thought to actually just talk a bit more about it. And
Yeah.
why do you actually think it's actually 64.8? Because I thought it was going to be less than that. I was thinking 40%.
Yeah, actually, I would say that I thought before I found those statistics, I would have said it would be 40%, 45, or maybe 50. But 64%, that's actually amazing.
Yeah.
Well, in my own personal opinion, and with the information that are available out there, I would say it's because of with the new government, because there are more investors coming into the country,
Yeah.
and there are more people willing to invest and like creating jobs, because there is no fear of, oh, if I invest, the government is going to steal my wealth, or if I create certain thing, the government is going to seize it, and then like we've seen it before, the TRC and all that,
Oh, yeah.
like how the previous government take other companies' money. There's a store, it's called, I think, Caraba Shopping Center. Like the owner of the store, the previous president just took certain millions of dollars from the person
That's really bad.
as a loan, yeah, and he was meant to pay back,
Pay
but
back,
never
but he
did. So
didn't.
that
Affected,
employment.
yeah.
Yeah. So
And yeah, he used to go to banks and just request for money, huge
Very
amount
good.
of money,
Yeah.
and they have to give it to him, which was actually affecting our currency and also the entire population as well.
yeah, so because that will stop the companies from being able to reinvest back and then create more jobs.
Create more jobs,
But-
and also, yeah, if he's actually taking money from the bank and not returning it back, people that want to invest to borrow money from the banks as well won't be able to do that because there wouldn't be any money available
True.
for people to actually lend loans and stuff like that. And the other thing that I get to find out was that 35.2% of the population are actually unemployed.
Yeah.
And also, this
Yeah.
is different to the discouraged workers.
Okay.
So there hasn't been a specific statistic for the discouraged workers, but I'll go into what a discouraged worker is. But these are just the unemployed workers, people that actually want to work, looking for work, but can't basically put their hands on basically employment.
So that's the discouraged workers.
No, the discouraged workers
That's
is something
different.
completely different. But these are
Yeah.
people that are looking for jobs but
Yeah.
can't find one.
Okay. Yeah. The thing is, I believe there are jobs out there, but the thing is, it will be difficult for people to find job in the Gambia, because there isn't like a platform where jobs are advertised on, where people can just create your CV, upload it on the site, and then go through a few jobs, and then can apply for jobs, and then companies can go on those platforms and then advertise their jobs and say, look, these are the certain skills we need from
Yeah.
our employees. There are certain skills that we're looking for.
Yeah.
You will have advertisement companies, you will have agencies who will say, look, well, we can get you this number of people, this number of employees. That hasn't happened yet. I think that's why most of these the unemployment number is that high. But I think once something like that kind of platform has been established, has been created and advertised, and people are aware of it, I think that will reduce the number of unemployment significantly.
Okay, that's true. And do you also know that more females are more unemployed than actually the males? Do you have any idea why this is happening?
I would say yeah. I won't be surprised with that, because the thing is, okay, compared to the Western culture, they might say it's bad, but compared to our culture, it's different, because normally most females, they will get married, and then you are expected to be at home, take care of the kids.
To be a housewife, basically.
Yeah, and take care of the kids. You can have a job, a part-time job, or you can have your business, your side business, but your personal goal will be to take care of your kids. And then the husband or the guy will be at work and then bring back to the house for the wife to take care of the wife and the kids. So it's like the husband will be the breadwinner. That's the way. And the other thing is, I think it's just like most of the times the companies prefer to employ guys, like depending on what type of job it is. Yeah. unless it's the like bank and office job, I think the ladies get more of them kind of jobs. Yeah.
Okay, and also, you know, the bit that you talked about, the unemployment and the fact that there should be platforms out there to basically help people to see the jobs by companies advertising their jobs. In Gambia, only 8.2% of the population get jobs through advertisement. This is because it's not a huge thing in the Gambia. So just like Taja said, it's a gap that needs to be filled, basically, because I don't think much is actually being done on advertising jobs on social media, creating platforms, things like that, for people to actually go online, look for jobs in the Gambia and going for interviews or going through an agency. And also, it also shows that only 12.2% are actually business owners in the Gambia. So Gambians themselves that are actually not employed by others, but they're self-employed. So this also relates to, you know, the housewives. So maybe a guy might not, maybe your husband might not want you to actually work for someone, but they might want to open it, maybe help you start up your own business, so that you will be more flexible at home and also at your workplace. So this is why females are actually not, more females are not being employed in all over Gambia, basically in the industries and stuff like that. So, but I think that needs to change as well, because not everyone can basically have their own business.
I think the thing is, I think that will change. I think as time goes on, and as long as we're getting more exposed to different ideas and different cultures, with interacting with different people, I think, and the new generation, things will be different anyway. So that's what I think. As time goes on, things will be really different.
And the other thing is that the reason why unemployment is still high in the Gambia, because let's say 35.2%, that is still high. The reason being, it's because 69% of employment in the Gambia is actually through families and relatives, which is not fair, because they're not actually employing people then by the skills or the qualification they've got. It's by who you know and how can you get there. So if a platform can be basically created by the government, which then other companies can actually look into and adopt that legislation, it would basically be fair enough for everyone in the Gambia to basically find jobs that they actually experienced at and things like that.
Let me just come back to the the job you said, people get job by family and friends. The thing is, the negative aspect of that, it creates incompetency, like you said, because people are not employed based on their skills, and are not employed based on like their know-how of a certain job. And what that causes, for example, if you go to the supermarket, even a mere customer services, like for the person
I can tell you so many.
There we go, like to smile to you and give you the, like, do you need a bag, or like how was your day, talk about the weather, anything random thing, just no.
They'll be giving you dirty looks. If you have that experience in the Gambia, please comment down below. This needs to change.
Honestly, they'll be looking at you like you've done something wrong to
something
them.
Wrong.
Like I'm like what's, even in the airport, like
it's even worse.
It's even in the airport, like you'll be talking to the immigration office and then they're looking at you like, what's wrong with you?
I know.
Like, just smile.
At the check-in desk as well, I've had so many of those, like, not even in Gambia as well, in Togo, I had to go through the same thing. And the fact that I've actually done that exact job before, I know how they should act and how they should basically present themselves, because customers, especially customer service, you're the face of the company, because basically you're the one the customers actually see. So you're there to represent the company. So whatever image you actually throw out there, that's how customers are going to see the company as. So which basically for 69% of the population being employed through families and also friends, this is something that needs to change. Not because, oh, I know Rene Marcus, I can actually get a job from her poultry. No, it doesn't have to work that way. You know, we need to look at your CV, you need to go through that process.
Yeah.
Whether you've got the job, whether you're actually,
You have the skill
whether
set.
you've got the skills in order for you to get that job. You know, I think this is very important, and I'm not sure. I'm sure there's like customer service institutions in the Gambia, like programs and stuff like that.
I don't want to say there isn't, but I haven't seen it, and if there is, anyone I interact with in regarding to the customer service, I don't think they've been through that.
Yeah.
Because I've worked in customer service before. I've worked in Tesco, and I know how you have to interact with a customer.
Oh God, yeah.
And I haven't seen any of that. Like
you might want to go and ask someone from a shop, like, oh, can you help me with a direction, or just ask, just normal thing. They will just look at you like, like with an attitude, and you're thinking, what's going on here? What have I done to you? You've never seen me before. You don't know who I am and stuff like that. So customer service is a huge thing in the Gambia that basically needs to be looked into. And yes, about the discouraged workers. Yeah. The discouraged workers are actually people that are actually in the Gambia, and they are not looking for jobs because they believe that if they actually go out there to find jobs, no one will employ them due to lack of education, no qualification to show, and also no skills. So these are actually different to the unemployment rate as well.
So self-confidence.
So they've lacked that self-confidence. So that is the discouraged workers basically, because you see quite a lot of these boys sitting outside the gate drinking a tire saying, boy, the manaps. So those are basically the discouraged workers saying, oh, there's no jobs, when they're actually not going out there to look for jobs. So they are the ones that we call discouraged workers. Okay. And also, even though the employment rate in the Gambia is 64.8%, which is better than a lot of countries, because most of these employment is actually in the service industry and also agriculture. So service industry basically means tourism, and also the agriculture is basically farming and everything to do with agriculture, and which basically then leads to the daily wage, which is $1.26 or $1.50. So which is very small. It's like $50 a day, and the average wage is actually $650. So a month, which is really, really good, I think, for a Gambian standard. You're living in the Gambia. So that is huge, because I don't think, even if you're actually in the UK, you've paid your bills and everything, you barely get that amount after paying your bills and everything. So being in Gambia, getting paid that, you've got your own house, you don't have to think about bills and stuff like that, not many bills anyways. That is a good amount to live on. So yes, I'll just let you wrap up.
From that note, just to wrap up, the Gambia is a poor country. And predominantly that's because with the past regime, which was a dictatorship, for the past 22 years, they've been in government, in power, and they've devastated the economy of the country. But in 2016, they were voted out, and we have elected a new democratically elected president, and he's and his government have been working on revitalizing and bringing back the economy back to life. And with that, they've come up with a national development plan. And within that national development plan, they've got 13 projects, which me and Rene will be talking about in details in the next coming, I would say, months or weeks, because we want to give you guys details and make it properly. So we'll want to take our time and do a lot more research into it. So it will be a mini series that
a mini YouTube series.
Like.
And a lot of these African diasporas moving to Africa, moving to Gambia specifically, this will be very interesting to them and important as well, because most of you that want to actually help the locals invest in the Gambia as well. There's quite a whole lot of opportunities.
This will help, you will learn new things as well about the country and the future of the country, the direction that the country is taking and is going.
Anyway, I think that is it really for today, guys. If you really enjoyed this video, if you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment down below and tell me what you want me to talk about on my next uploaded video, and also just comment and get involved in the conversation, and subscribe, and don't forget to press that notification bell as well, because there's no point subscribing if you're not gonna see my uploaded videos. And thank you so very much. You guys know that I love you, right? So goodbye.